This is day 5 of India coding challenge. Today we're gonna solve best way to buy and sell stock. There is only one input here called prices, which is an array of integers. The numbers inside the array represent the value of a stock on a certain day. You have to find the maximum profit you can make by buying the stock on day I and selling the stock on day j, where j is greater than I. The greedy implementation of this problem is very easy. You can use two for loops to compare two elements at I and j, where j is always greater than I, and just save the maximum value. But that will take O of n square time complexity, and we're gonna solve it in O of n. Let's take this array as an example. This is a prices array, which values define the value of a stock on a certain day. We have to choose a rate to buy a stock. For example, let's take day 2 on which the price of stock is 1. And then we have to choose a day to sell the stock. Let's choose day 5 on which the price of stock is 6. So we bought the stock at price 1 and we are selling it at price 6. So our profit will be 6 minus 1 is equals to 5. Since we bought the stock on day 2, we cannot sell it on day 1 because we cannot go back in time. So we have to choose the value of index that is greater than day 2 to sell the stock. You can buy and sell the stock only one time. And please do not confuse these days with indexes. I've just written there because there is nothing like day 0 in reality. There are a lot of ways we can solve this problem, but right now we'll choose the simplest one. We're going to create an array called maxRight, equivalent to the length of prices. The value at any index of maxRight will have the greatest value right to the equivalent value in the prices array. I'll explain in a moment. We'll start filling the maxRight array and we'll start at the other end. Value in prices array in the equivalent index is 4 and there is nothing to the right of this element. So we'll just put 4 here. Let's move. Now we'll go to 6. Now, is there any value greater than 6 to the right of 6? No. So this will be 6. Now, is there any value greater than 3 to the right of this prices array? Yes, both of these are greater, but the greatest is 6. So we'll put 6. Same for 5. The greatest is 6. So we'll put 6. Same for 1. The greatest is 6. So we'll put 6. Now for 7, the greatest value is 7 itself. So we'll put 7. Our maxRight array is complete and our first step as well. Each of the value in maxRight show you the maximum value the stock will go in future for a current index. So by just subtracting the value of maxRight and prices at an index, we'll get the maximum profit for that day. 7 minus 7 is 0. 6 minus 1 is 5. The maximum value here is 5. That is the maximum profit you can make by buying the stock on day 2 and selling it on day 5. This is the solution for today's problem. We're declaring our maxRight array here with length n and filling it with 0 initially. In this for loop, we are using a max variable which is keeping track of max element throughout the process. I'm comparing the max value at the value of stock at any index I in the prices array and setting the maxRight value at I accordingly. In this section, I'm using the max variable. And in the for loop, I'm just finding out the maximum value in maxRight array, which represents the maximum profit we can make. And at last, I'm just returning the max variable, which is the maximum profit.